All right, so going into today, if we close above this high, obviously the daily is back into bullish structure. That's not known for another 8 hours. PPI news data released bearish for the dollar, and that means bullish for Nasdaq, right? Nasdaq and indexes usually do the opposite of what the dollar's doing. So yeah, overall, my daily bias is going to be bullish. The 4-hour structure is bullish. The 1-hour structure just barely failed to break these highs, so it's going to be interesting watching that. But again, I think overall I am bullish. We have this, what is this, a 15-minute BPR that I decided to draw out. Just drew out some fair value gaps and shit. We've got these lower time frame draws on liquidity marked out as well. So 5-minute, 5-minute. I think one of these is a 15-minute as well. And then I believe this is the hourly low. I don't think we'll, what is that? I don't think we'll make this leg down. That's only 173 points. I guess it's possible. We could come down and sweep this if we're trying to sweep out. Because, like, you figure we come up and sweep these highs off the news release. We come down, sweep these lows, squeeze out the people that are long in the news release, and then we come up higher. That's probably the game plan. Doesn't mean it will happen, you know, once we create... If we create these legs down and we start to create bullish structure, then we'll be looking for a trade. Yeah, that's the game plan today, baby. Alright, we are in a trade, as you can see. Here's the setup here. Price has been very frustrating this morning. I feel like I almost forced this entry. I do feel like price wants to run to this 4-hour fair value gap. It is scary seeing that we've just opened this 4-hour candle, though, now that I look here. Very frustrating, though. Fuck, yeah, it's gonna run me out of this position, probably. You know, I wanted to see that leg down. Price opens here with this big ripper, and we've just been moving higher all day. So again, very frustrating to see this start to leg down here. Don't want to see this close below the fair value gap. Ooh. Yeah, as you can see though, we've kind of got this fucking high resistance area up here. Again, entry off the fair value gap, though, stops below the fair value gap. Want to see it run the 4-hour fair value gap. I don't really see any reason for it to stop. Alright, I'll see you guys when we either get stopped out or hit TP, or we place another trade, you know? Something like that. You know, it's just like, it's not when you want to sit through. Not when you want to sit through at all. I got shit to do today, so I'm kind of just glad it stopped me out. I wanted to see it run these highs here. It didn't end up happening. Looking at TradingView on the 5-minute, I mean, it looked good to fucking pop. And, you know, the 15-minute, again, looked good to pop, and we didn't get it. Getting that test of the 15-minute fair value gap there. I'm going to get in on another 2 here. Try and play greedy. Might not be the best idea. If we can see this come up, at least get our money back for the day. We could regret this real quick, though. Gonna be interesting to see what happens here. Again, we entered off of this 15-minute fair value gap tap, playing off of a hold, even though it literally just started forming. So again, could be really dumb if we come back down here. We're gonna take a loss, and we're gonna lose a lot more money than we should have. This is not how I should be playing. You know, you take the risk, and if it pays off, it pays off. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I probably should be pulling my profits, but I'm a greedy bitch, and I'm not going to. It's moving, like, so quick on this 1-minute chart in these waves where it's like, you know, it slow grinds up, and then it gives you this dump. It's just like, it's this false sense of hope that it gives you. So it's very frustrating. It was a very painful thing to try and sit through. We still have a chance here on this candle. See how this candle closes, and we'll decide what we want to do from there. I like that. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I like that. Can we keep ripping? Thank you. Can we come and take these highs on the 5-minute now? Is this where we wanted to be? My entry earlier was just early. I'm going to close this out. I don't trust it. We're up on the day. Again, this was kind of a dumb entry, but at the same time, I was still expecting the long side. We oversized, we took 4 lots instead of our 2. We saw it hit the 15-minute fair value gap, expected some reaction off of that, started to see that we were getting the reaction off of it, and so I committed to it. Well, yes, this may continue to pop. I'm not willing to stay around and find out. We're up on the day now instead of down, which makes me very happy. Again, stressful hold. I mean, we're talking, I was in around the time where we had this pop off the 5-minute fair value gap. So we say we got in 9:58. We got stopped out 10:33. So, I mean, we held that for 40 fucking minutes. Very glad I pulled here. Very glad. Alright, that's it for the day, though. I'm glad you guys could, sit and see my thought process here going through. Call it revenge trading. I call it scalping. Again, it's not like... It's hard to justify. I get it, for sure. Even through my own words. But again, we saw it tap this 15-minute fair value gap here. If you guys don't see it, I'll draw it out, right? We came into here. I saw some nice rejection out of it. Doubled my size for a quick scalp play because I knew I didn't want to be in holding to try and get back above these highs. I'm not really willing to do that. So I figured, we get back up, reach these range highs. That was good enough for me. Boop, deuces.